Hello there, my name is Corbin D, and I'm finally back after a month, and if you're wondering where I went for the 2 people watching this, if it wasn't obvious already, Splatoon 3 came out, and of course I had to play that, because that's like my most anticipated game for a very long time, and yeah, it's a pretty fun game. Beat the story mode in 4 hours, and I still play it to this day, because I'm addicted to it, and I probably need help, especially when there's this weapon called the Reef Slux, and it's a fast bow, and it also has Tenta missiles, so you know I have to put special charge up on that thing around 6 or 7 times. I'm not gonna make any friends in life, am I? Anywho, enough about my Splatoon addiction, let's talk about something else that's pretty big. Wotfi 2022. Now, if you don't know what Wotfi is or what Smg4 is, why did you click on this video? Anywho, I'm deciding to do some Smg4 theories because I have nothing better to do except for gamble my entire life savings away on the shell-out machine so I can get some ability chunks, so I can get special charge up on my gear, so I can climb the ranks and be more annoying. Like I said, I'm not going to make any friends in life. So what we're going to be talking about today are my predictions for Wotfi, as well as some wild predictions that probably won't come true, but I really hope come true, and they might be some hot takes, so please don't make fun of me or get mad at me. I'd be knocking on your door with a Reef Slux in a couple of minutes if you do. Anywho, enough rambling and talking about my overpowered Reef Slux, time to get into the actual video. So let's talk about the plot of Wotfi 2022. Obviously, it's the conclusion to the lawsuit arc, and we pretty much know what's going to happen, but I might as well cover it anyway. We last left off on the episode Goodbye Smg4, where Mario somehow gets all of his friends back by getting the parody contract that was in his hat that Meggy stuffed in there, and giving it to Judge Kirby, reversing the effects of the DMCA. That doesn't mean they're all free to go and live happy adventures where Mario does some stupid and illegal stuff. They still have to go to court against LawyerCon, and if they lose the court, they pretty much all die. Luckily, though, they have Meggy being their lawyer, and that's pretty much where Goodbye Smg4 ends, leading into Wotfi 2022. Now, time for my predictions. Unfortunately, I think Wotfi 2022 would have a lighthearted ending, probably having one big change being maybe an Smg4 redesign, or a... yeah, I'm not actually sure what else. Now, I'm super confused because I don't know how Wotfi is going to work because they're currently at court. I don't know how the challenges fit into a court case, but you know what? I'd love it either way because it's Wotfi. So now on to my very unlikely theories. No, these are my theories, don't get mad at me.
Okay, so what if you got, like, Luigi here, yeah? You know, Luigi? And then he's, like, walking around. Then, oh, no, LawyerCon. And Luigi's like, oh, no. And then he goes back and turns into Breaking Bad Luigi. And then he comes in and kills LawyerCon. And LawyerCon's like, oh, no, dies. It turns out LawyerCon had a fragment of the God box. Oh my god! And Luigi's like, oh my god! Did the police come and take him away? And that's how Wotfi ends.
What am I doing for my life? Anyway, I think Luigi will turn into his Breaking Bad form like he did in the episode Breaking Luigi, because I feel like they could do more with that, as in they gave him a very own voice actor for that part, so I have a feeling that they'll expand on that. And what better way to expand on it by killing LawyerCon at the end? I don't even know anymore. But this is probably the most likely part of my theory. The unlikely part is the return of the God Box. Now, before you start spamming in the comments saying, oh, that will never happen, Smg4 clearly stated in the Revelations arc that would be the end of the cosmology lore, meaning that the God Box will never return. Just hold on for a couple of seconds and let me explain. Now, yes, I know that Smg4 stated that the Revelations arc would be the end to the cosmology lore, meaning that we won't get any more God Box, no more Zero, and no more Melanie having emotional trauma, but I still think that we could get maybe a bit more. Now, ignoring the whole end of the cosmology lore thing, I think that the God Box will return in little tiny shards that came from that massive explosion during the Revelations movie. Now, I think one of them will land into LawyerCon's hands, and pretty much that's why he wanted to kill everyone, because the God Box told him to. Now, I wouldn't really be talking about the cosmology lore if it wasn't for the fact that the lawsuit arc has brought it up multiple times. Now, there are a couple of times the lawsuit arc brought up the cosmology lore. First off in the episode, Mario Can't Play With You Anymore, where Lawyer Khan was talking about the whole Guardian Pod situation when SMG4 first arrived in the Mushroom Kingdom. Another time was in the episode Goodbye SMG4, where Mario and SMG4 were sharing their final moments together, and they were talking about all the fun times they had, and they also mentioned Zero. But the most important part of that episode was when SMG4 was saying goodbye to his fans. At the same time, the real-life SMG4, being Luke, deleted his channel, which made SMG4 die. Now here's the super confusing bit. Because as we know, the real-life world, where real-life Luke lives, is called the Great Beyond, according to SMG1 and 2. Now, as we know, Mario is the avatar in the SMG4 universe. So when he dies, everyone dies. But in this episode, if SMG4 from the real world deleted his channel, then all the original characters die. So I'm super confused. SMG4 was the last one to die out of all the original characters. Does that mean SMG4 and the real-life Luke have some connections? That would make a lot of sense, but does that mean that his old channels would be called SMG0 and SMG2? And if either SMG0 or SMG2 died, would that mean all of their original characters be killed? I don't know, I'm looking too far into it, but this is why I theorize the God Box will return. Now, at the end of Wotfi, I predict that SMG4 would be like blacked out or go through some magic portal and meet up with the real-life Luke, where they have a little chat about like everything that happened in the past couple of years, and the real-life Luke's telling him that there's still some fragments of the God Box need to be found or something, and you need to guard them or some other junk like that. Now, I really hope this happens because we don't really know too much about the God Box besides it was like Luke's old PC. But yeah, it'd be super cool if it came back, and it would be super cool if we had one more cosmology arc where we learn about the God Box history and where it came from. And yeah. Now, I doubt the God Box will come back. As stated, SMG4 said that the Revelations arc would be the last of the cosmology lore. But who knows, because the anime arc was supposed to be the longest arc of SMG4, and then the Genesis arc happened, so who knows anymore. But I do think that Luke and SMG4 will meet up in the real world at the end of Wotfi, and I really hope Breaking Bad Luigi makes a return and eventually goes to jail, so it can have a cool cliffhanger, maybe for like another episode or two, or maybe a movie, or maybe another arc. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Can't wait for tomorrow for October 15th to see Wotfi and the epic conclusion of the lawsuit arc, which unfortunately will probably end pretty lighthearted, and yeah. But hey, still excited for it either way. Wait. What is this? Minecraft Live, October 15th. Oh, for the love of...